There was just some kind of show in Japan or something I remember seeing. It was like an award show maybe, but they had
like an AI
robots
security
on the
thing.
carpet.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Yeah, and it went after somebody.
Yeah.
And they like had to pull him back.
Yeah, they had to pull the fucking.
It's not worth it. Like, they're just like,
It's not worth the jail time.
yeah, it's not worth it. Dude. Like,
It looked like the person was like saying something to it, and the thing full on was like, "What'd you say?" And it like just like bam.
they're already aggressive, dude.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
They
Hey.
kind of are, dude. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Maximum Zach. On today's episode, we have Hex.
What
He's
up?
back.
What up,
How's it going, dude?
man? Good. You know, it's been a year, bro.
Yeah, it's been a fucking year.
It's been a fucking year, man.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. How are things?
Things are. Things are fine. They have been better in my life, but no, you know, I'm just rolling with the punches of life.
Same.
Podcasting, trying to do stand up, trying to not, you know, get possessed by ghosts and whatnot.
For real though.
Always a good goal.
Yeah,
Always a good goal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we went ghost hunting together. When was the last time we went to? It was a cemetery in.
We did that. It was the park.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was the two parks that were across from each other, right?
Yeah, they were. What town was that in?
Yeah, we were in like Pasadena, right?
Was it? It was Whittier.
Whittier.
Yeah. So we went to Whittier to this part. I think it was like Founders Park. What was it called?
I think it was called Founders Park.
Yeah, it was Founders Park in Whittier, where they built the park over a cemetery, and now it's just a straight up park, and you don't see any of the gravestones anymore. You literally, they're just everywhere in the park.
I
And
remember
people-
us getting crazy activity at that shit.
Dude,
man.
that place was wild.
I remember we
dude.
got more activity on the first half. Like I remember
Yeah.
we were at a table and then we kept getting like almost like somebody was like committed suicide from like tax evasion or some shit. Like,
Yeah, it was like some crazy shit, dude.
Yeah.
It was wild. We did a Ouija board session there.
I remember that.
Nah, I don't recommend it.
Yeah. No, I remember it was crazy because we were doing the Ouija board session, and I remember the table that we were at that I was getting goosebumps at and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember looking at the table after we, you know, put all the board away and shit, and I looked at it and it was like some other fool who writes HEXXX had written HEXXX on the table.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that.
And it was a hexer, and it was HEXXER like on the table, and I was like, "Yo, that's weird as fuck." And it was like right when we picked up the board, it had hexer underneath it, and I was like, "Yo, that's crazy."
Yeah, that shit was
fucking
wild.
wild, yeah.
But yeah, it was like I feel like whenever we were talking to at that, it felt like kind of dark. Like it felt like it was like had more of a dark like presence to it.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember we kept getting like a couple people, like I felt like a couple people persistence, you know, like they kept coming through, like it was weird as fuck that night, man.
Yeah, that was really weird. And then there was the one moment where I just started laughing, and like I don't really know what it was that like made me laugh like that.
Fuck.
It was just like it sort of just came over me, and I was like, dude, that was really weird.
Well, it's
That
like
was on video too, I think.
Yeah, well, it wasn't like the best footage. We won't get into like all of that, but yeah, it was like we need to go back there probably.
they use like the energy, you know what I'm saying, of people around them, and like me and you together, that's like fucking double dragon to these.
Yeah, and like also like we kept having like malfunctions with equipment too.
Yeah, I remember our cameras kept dying, and then the Ovilus, when the camera would die, the Ovilus would spike and say like,
Yeah, it was like they were like
Hello.
fucking with us,
yeah,
you know?
straight up shit, like
It
happy
was-
birthday. Remember it came through and said some weird ass shit. It was weird.
It was terrifying, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, and then like we went to the bridge a couple times.
Yeah,
the
we're supposed to
bri-
go to Calico. We still got to make that
Yeah,
happen.
we have to make that happen. That'll be a really cool one.
Well, they got this creepy ass cemetery up on this hill there that's like super dope, man. Like we get a cabin, stay there. That
Yeah.
it's like a from like the 1800s, maybe predates that, man.
Yeah, what's the whole story behind Calico?
I think it was like a silver mining town.
Yeah.
And then like, I think when like Barstow was like the railroad, right? When the railroad was invented, that town kind of, the railroad didn't connect to it. You know what I mean? So any kind of towns in the Western times, like if they weren't right next to the railroad, that shit was a wrap for that town, you know?
Yeah.
So Calico was one of those places, but it was like a silver mining town. I guess like the school teacher of that place, she'd still lived there till like, 2000 or something like that. She'd been there. She was born and raised out there. And like, some weird shit, but don't quote me on that. I probably got that whole part fucked up.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Like something along those lines.
Yeah.
Somebody was living there.
Yeah, so I mean, there's probably like countless like mining accidents that have happened
shit.
Also.
Well, yeah, I mean, me and her, we have stayed there like late night at one of those cabins, and you'll hear like, I swear to God, you'll hear like
pickaxes and shit, stuff, like
and
tools being used.
Yeah. Like you'll hear weird shit way out there, and there's nobody around, dog. Like you can only be at that cabin. You can't even go out to the park like that. You can. We were out there on Halloween night though, so it was like it was pretty sick. Though.
Yeah.
But.
Remember when we went to the bridge and like one of the first things that happened was it felt like there was things being like thrown around us.
Yeah.
That was one of the first times I experienced that happening in a paranormal sense, I guess, because like at first, I'm like trying to, use like deductive like reasoning or whatever, like, who is there like a homeless person throwing rocks at us? Like what's going on,
Oh man.
And like there was nothing around.
Yeah, I remember one of those stories too, of that area was like somebody had jumped off and like landed in the tree or some shit. And like it felt like the closer we got to the bridge, that's when like things started falling. Like it was like, I don't know, it felt like something. Because that one area we went to where we had the candle lit?
Yeah.
Right? That's where it really started, like, a lot more. Like, it felt like shit was just dropping all around us and shit. It was weird.
Yeah, because, like, things were dropping around us. And, like, when we were first walking in, it was, like, fucking going all... It was just, like, there were things being thrown from, like, all directions. Yeah, that shit's, like, terrifying.
Man, we need to do another Ouija board reading, man.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely do. I don't even think we were using the Ouija board when we went to the bridge before.
Nah, we were just Ovulus.
Yeah, I think like part of me.
I had my sage though.
Yeah.
I had a couple things, so I was ready.
Yeah, no,
shit.
you were ready, dude.
Yeah, because I want to have none of that shit come back home with me, man.
Yeah,
like, that's the worst, dude.
Yeah, no, that's like definitely not something you want to.
I don't want to smell. I don't want to like smell like limestone or whatever they say. That,
yeah,
and because demons and shit,
Ugh. Yeah, like I think part of me doesn't want to go back to the bridge for some reason. Like it's such a heavy presence. Like just like I don't know, it just feels heavy. Like
it was
around
a
there.
wrap though. Like you got it. Like we got what we were. Remember when we went up to the top of the bridge and then it was even worse? Like it just like things were just talking to us and then somebody came through. It was like because you guys got to know at home when you have an Ovulus, it's usually like a computerized voice that comes through this thing. Like and this time out of nowhere it said like hello, like in a weird ass voice. We have it on tape.
Yeah. Well, dude, it said instead of saying just surprise, it was like surprise.
Yeah. It was surprise.
It was fucking creepy.
Yeah,
it was
hella
really
weird.
creepy.
It was hella weird.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit on me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been getting really into like I randomly in my algorithm I'll see I've been seeing these videos where they're calling them mimics or like it's like some sort. I guess they're kind of like. What can you look up what that exactly is?
Mimics are like they took the term
'Cause they're
from Dungeons and Dragons, and it's like a creature that like can disguise itself as literally anything. It could be a table, it could be
like a shapeshifter or a
but not just like a living thing. It could be an inanimate object too.
Yeah, because like I saw one where it was like, it was a lot of people were having this problem in like the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah.
Where these like mimics or someone like something or someone will show up like pretending to be like your kid or like your dog or something.
That sounds like some Black-eyed children shit.
Yeah, like and they'll try to like come in, but you have to like, you'd have to let them in. And like there's this one where this like some of them like I don't know
But
if
they
they're
ask to come like.
yeah, they'll be like, oh, like let me in, like I'm your son or like whatever, and they'll talk just like them, and
Hell
like.
no.
Or like this one, it was like this lady. She's like,
Hey, fool, it's your primo. Let me in, dog.
I would fucking love to see a Skinwalker like that. Honestly.
Out here in LA, just walking around like, hey, fool, come on, let me in, fool. Come on.
Like literally, like this one lady was like, she just dropped off her son or her daughter to like at a sleepover, and they're like, then like you just hear knocking on the door, and it's their kid like trying to get in. And they're like, I just dropped you off. Like, what are you doing home? And then they're like, and then like I saw one where it was like the dog, like, they're like, my dog's already in the house, and the exact same dog is outside. And then I've seen one where they open the door and they're like, what the fuck? Like my dog, like, my dog's already in here, or like their dog was somewhere else, and they were like, They did like this thing like, okay, if you're really my dog, do a trick or something.
Well, it would know a command,
Yeah, and the dog.
If you're really my dog, do a trick.
Yeah, and then the dog does a trick, and then she's like, my dog doesn't know how to do any tricks, and then like slams the door. It's just like, what the fuck?
That's like this.
Yeah,
that's like that scene in Terminator when he's like, "Yo, is Fluffy like is Fluffy okay? Yeah, Fluffy's fine. Your parents are dead." Like,
dude, Terminator 2 is one of the best fucking movies ever.
1 and 2. I mean,
yeah.
I've actually been getting deep into the Terminator shit because that new like 2D game is coming out.
Oh yeah, I saw. Dude, it looks so good, dude.
I'm ready for that.
That game looks
shit.
amazing.
Yeah,
I'm so.
RoboCop Terminator's coming too. Like, it's got.
Yeah, dude. I'm just such a when I was a kid, like one of the first Terminator 2 is rated R, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was one of the first rated R movies, other than
RoboCop.
No, I mean other than oh my god, Keanu Reeves, Point Break.
Oh, Point Break, man.
That's one of the first ones I was allowed to watch.
Meat Waffles, Johnny.
As a kid.
Oh yeah.
Like, for some reason, I was allowed to watch Point Break and Terminator 2. But those are the only R-rated movies I was allowed to watch when I was younger.
We were watching fucking Total Recall, Poltergeist, fucking...
I saw, like, the TV edited Poltergeist.
Yeah. I was watching, like, Menace to Society, too, though. I was watching all kinds of fucked up shit I shouldn't have been watching. Scarface really early. Way too early. Thanks, Mom. It really molded me, though, into the man I am today, though. So. Yeah.
What's one movie that you really, other than Scarface, what's like one other movie that you think it's like
that molded my childhood?
Yeah, that molded your childhood, or you're like, this is way too early for me to watch this now. Like, thinking about it now.
Well, like, just thinking, going back, what's that, Little Monsters, you know what I'm talking about, right? With Fred Savage.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Just the piss jar.
What?
You know what I mean? The apple juice piss jar thing.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. That was really early for us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right? And that was a fucking kids movie. So
Howie Mandel.
Dude, fucking Howie, dude.
That to us.
Howie, we got to talk.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't know if I've seen this movie.
I feel like
Go watch it as soon as you get home.
you remember if you saw this movie.
I don't remember the piss jar. Like, what happened?
So Fred Savage is being bullied. Or like a
And they're
girl's
making him piss in a jar.
No, right? He's being bullied by some kid at school, right?
Yeah.
And so his imaginary is the monster that's under his bed, that he has like access to all these other beds that he can go to in this world, right? So they find the bully while he's sleeping. They find his room, and then they go and fuck with his lunch for the next day, right?
Yeah.
And he has like a little mason jar full of apple juice, and then they go in the kitchen. There's fucking with all of his food, and then he just like, watch this, and he just pisses, and you hear it like filling up in the jar, and he screws it back on. Cuts to the next day, kids sipping it, and they're all watching it like, oh shit. It's like, what the fuck?
Drinking the piss?
What the fuck?
Also, the Foley sound work when he's pissing in the jar is like unparalleled.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's like, what's really going on, man? You know?
Yeah. Okay, I remember. I think I have seen some of this. I just like
amazing movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of them.
Dude, that's
Hard opposite
gnarly.
of Gremlins. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now I gotta ask, because it was such like an influential party, did you ever do a piss jar to somebody? Did you
No, man. You remember like actually I do have a wild story like that though, but like Howie Mandel. I mean, okay, so you know like ice cream trucks, right? How they have like the fart bombs and all that shit, like where you hit it and throw a fart. Yeah, so we had a whole idea where we found it online where you could like baking soda, piss, a bag, and like one of those fart bags or whatever, and the concoction basically makes like a bomb with like a couple other things and shit. Yeah, so I'm at one of my homeboys' houses in the HD, you know, and it was summertime. We were like, hey, let's make one. We got the directions offline, you know.
Yeah.
So we got it. We fucked around. We made it. You know, I volunteered piss.
Yeah.
And some guy, I swear to God, some guy was just coming down the street like random as fuck, dude. And we fucking threw that shit right at his front windshield, bro. And it fucking pow. And it fucking exploded everywhere. He like screeched like in the he didn't know where it came from. He was in the street screaming, gagging.
My car's covered in piss. What the fuck? Like he instantly knew what it was.
It was fucked up, man. And yeah, adolescence, man. You know, fun times. You know, yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, dude, when I was in middle school, we
oh fuck, that was a crazy story, man. Holy shit. Damn, y'all got that out of me. Holy shit. I got a lot of crazy shit though. Fuck.
When I was in middle school, my friend had bought these stink bombs. And now
the same kind where you the bag
they're
or you
like,
press it?
well, no, they're like these little vials, and you throw them on the ground, and then it smells really bad.
Fuck.
But we tested one outside, and it wasn't that bad. So we're like, okay, like what are we gonna do with these? Like, because it was like an open space, it just sort of like blew away, you know.
Yeah.
But we ended up like doing them in school. Like me and my friend were like, okay, like we're gonna throw it in the like in the bathroom in the cafeteria. There's a bathroom right next to the lunch line. And, you know, we thought it was just going to make the bathroom smell bad.
Oh,
and,
homie.
Dude, we threw like 2 in there. Nothing really happened.
Doubled up.
And then we go back into the cafeteria. We're eating lunch. And then, you know, dude, it starts to smell really bad down there. Like the whole cafeteria smells like ass. Like it's horrible. People start throwing up. Like it was like you know, the lunch ladies are feeling like nauseous. Like everyone's freaking out.
Nauseous. Oh my God, dude.
Everyone's freaking out about it.
The ones in the vial though are like the potency's insane. Like fuck, homie.
And it started like the smell started going upstairs into the school. Like our cafeteria is like in the basement, and then it goes up. Then like it was like going upstairs.
Shit rises. The smell rises, homie.
Dude. It was so bad, dude. People were puking everywhere, and they couldn't figure out who did it for the longest time. And then like a week later, like one of our friends like saw that we had stink bombs, and he's like, "Give me one." And they're like, "I'm gonna tell on you guys," and I was like, "Shut the fuck up, dude." I was like, "You better like you know." And then he fucking takes one.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we're like, okay, but don't fucking do anything stupid with it, like, you know. And we give it to him, and then, you know,
sure as hell, he
gets caught trying to fucking throw it in the hallway, and then instantly rats on us.
Oh yeah,
because he's about to go down for the other one too, you know. And
just tell us who gave it to you. Will you know?
Dude, we get taken into the principal's office. They take me and my friend in at different times, and they're like, you know, where'd you guys get them?
Damn, good cop, bad cop, your ass.
Yeah, they were like, you know, where'd you guys get them? Like, whose idea was this? I was like, it was all my idea. He said it was all his idea. Our story. Yeah, like you know, we both fucking did it like exactly how we should have done it. You know, like neither of us snitched.
Kind of a badass kid.
Yeah, neither of us snitched, and I was just like. Dude, I mean, the day after it happened, too, it was so funny. Like, for some reason, I had to say, Like when I went home, I was like, man, like someone like threw a stink bomb in the cafeteria today. It's so crazy. We don't know who did it. Like, and like just at dinner with my family, you know.
Like, I don't know.
Like, I have no clue who did it. And then like literally a week later, they're getting a call from the principal. Like, you know, this is like.
It's gotta stop.
This is a serious offense. It's like fucking. This is like 2000 something. It's like. They're really trying to emphasize the bomb portion of this.
The lunch lady had a seizure.
It's like after like 9/11.
That makes sense.
And it turned into like a whole thing. Dude, I saw a video. I mean, I saw like a news story recently that my friend, he literally, like my friend that I did this with in middle school, sent me the article. He was like, dude, these kids like went to jail for the same thing, like that we did when we were in school.
Now.
Yeah. Like it was a fucking like attack or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know, pranks are like, dude, pranks are different now apparently.
Well, people get shot now. And shit.
Yeah,
like, it's just not.
And but yeah, then we got an in-school suspension for like a week or something for it at the time. And yeah, that was I got stabbed and in-school suspension with a pencil. My first jail experience.
Nice.
Oh yeah, man! I've gotten stabbed a couple times in school and class.
Like I'm not even joking. I used to have lead in my arm forever.
Yeah. I got.
But yeah, you know.
I think it's. Yeah, right.
Graphite, I think actually, but still.
Yeah, it's terrible, man.
But yeah, that was my experience with stink bombs.
Yeah, stink bombs are fucking terrible, man.
Yeah. But yeah, you're just not allowed to prank people anymore, dude.
Yeah, watch, that's gonna be outlawed too pretty soon.
Yeah, pranks are illegal, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, ever since that dude got shot in the mall, remember he was walking up to him with the phone, kept playing that noise, and the dude was like, "Fuck you, bah."
Yeah,
the fuck away from me.
That's part of the game, you know.
Oh yeah, straight up, man.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really done we used to do like we used to do pranks sometimes, like when we were like to random ass people, you know. I mean, I guess like it was more like Andy Milonakis style stuff where we would like say, like, "Where's my dog? Like, have you seen my dog?"
Well,
and, like
me and this one were blowing up people's mailboxes though.
Yeah.
You know, me and her were doing crazy shit.
If that on you, you're fine. You're not being incriminated.
Well, this was like
You know who he's pointing at.
yeah, like so. We've had some good times in the desert for sure.
Dude, like in movies where they'll be like in a car and they'll hit a mailbox with a baseball bat or something.
Yeah.
That always looked so fun.
Yeah, we did that all the time, bro. Like that was every Friday and Saturday. I'm telling you, we were just not every Friday. Come on, man. Like,
dude, the mailmen listening to the podcast are just like, what the fuck,
right
dude?
now. I can't believe
yeah, like this is a crazy episode.
Yeah,
we over here like stink bombs, fucking random
Dude, mailmen are just like, dude, as a mailman, I am pissed.
We're like relying on the office numbers, so like let's not piss off that audience.
Yeah, dude,
for real. Hey, mailman, I love you.
Yeah.
It's cool, bro. Man. Yeah, man. So as far for me, man, I've been literally been stuck in my studio.
Hell yeah.
Like since I got off tour last year. Like
yeah.
I've just been since that week I got off, I've been in the studio since, and I think 3 weeks ago or something, I was like, I'm 90% done with my album. Like,
fuck yeah.
Weird number. I'm 90%, you know. But,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, when you know, right?
Know.
But yeah, no, now I can tell y'all here on the podcast, it's 100% done.
Fuck yeah.
All the music is done.
Hell yeah.
So now we're on to the next phase, artwork, shit like that. So, but the album name I don't know if it's people know it yet, but it's SUERTE. All right, that's luck. So this whole album has to do with luck, good luck, bad luck. So I'm really looking to drop might get you on a skit or something, man.
Dude, I'm super down.
Hell yeah.
I'm always down.
That
would be fun.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. So like when's the album come out?
Oh man, we don't really have like
We don't have the announcement.
I can't announce the date yet because
but we do know it's
Yeah.
But we do know now it's done. So that's
Yes,
that's
now it's done. That's the hardest part.
yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, it ain't easy writing songs,
Yeah,
man.
no, it's not, dude.
Straight
It's
up.
hard for me just to write parodies sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I know there's some guys out there that are like running their vocals through AI, and then like,
Yeah.
hey, rap this about this, and then it's like,
dude.
now they got
it's the
23 songs of
Yeah.
an AI voice doing the job for them. It's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, did you ever? Do you think like, what do you think about AI just in general? Like, do you think we'll ever get to a point where like AI will just like take over and like in a bad way? Like, I mean, other
Well,
than like,
with my boy John Connor,
yeah, dude,
you know.
like some Terminator type shit. Like,
Yeah.
like AI turns on us, or like fucking what was that other movie that came out that was about AI?
The Matrix.
No, not the Matrix.
I mean,
That's a
you're
good
right.
one. That's a good one though. It was, dude. It was so good. It has
What, artificial intelligence? I mean,
No.
iRobot, fucking
not iRobot.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox is actually AI.
I believe it. Created by Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, but there is the one where
Megan.
she is AI.
Yeah, Megan. yeah.
No, dude. Trying not to use my phone. It's right here. I just gotta look this up.
Afraid?
No, not afraid.
Because that one just
Yeah.
came out in the title.
I like that one. I like that one where the dude gets his spine severed, and then they put a chip in his head, and then
The creator.
yeah, he.
Creator.
Oh yeah,
Did you
that's
see
pure AI'd out. That movie.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
movie is sick.
Well, like there's that movie, The Animatrix, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
there's the story of 001 or some shit where the robot, how it gains intelligence.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't want to be turned off. And that's basically what kicks off like AI
yeah.
and the war between AI and human,
Yeah.
like human beings and shit. I feel like we're pretty close to, because if it becomes, I think the term is like sentient, when it becomes self-aware of itself,
Yeah.
you know, and I've learned that from watching fucking Terminator movies the last fucking week and a
Yeah.
half. So I believe that we could get to a point where it could possibly just, you know, Ultron us, like feel that we're just unnecessary,
Yeah.
you know, or a portion of us is unnecessary, and just keep another portion of us as fucking batteries or workers or some shit. you know?
Yeah.
Do you remember a couple of years ago when Microsoft had that AI thing and they released it to the public, and it had a Twitter account too, and then they turned it off after like a couple of days because people were like going after it so much, and eventually it was doing the thing you're saying, like, yeah, eventually we are going to take over because humans are useless now.
Yeah.
Like, we're going
Yeah,
to take
yeah.
over. And they're like, nope, unplug. Let's get this fucking thing
Yeah,
out of here.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
there. It's going to happen.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, dude.
We like until like we have to remain controlling
Yeah.
AI, man. Because if the day we don't, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a
No,
wrap
it's
for
like
us.
I think the first like error they made was giving it a Twitter account.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it was
Gronk,
taking
Alexa.
information from
Yeah.
that too. So like, yeah, no wonder why it sees that humans are shitty.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine the fucked up questions that thing is answering,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's giving up the answers. So it's just like they kind of like know what we're thinking before we think it, type shit. So
Yeah.
imagine trying to fight this. Like you can't fight this shit.
Yeah, dude, like imagine, you know, you're a fucking Uber Eats bot. You're fucking like those little robots like giving everyone their food and stuff.
Yeah. But then
dude,
somebody
imagine-
hacks that shit.
Yeah, somebody
and then it
hacks
comes
it.
to your front door and chokes you out. You
Yeah,
know what I
fucking
mean?
comes to your door and fucking just kills you.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I'm tired of fucking doing this shit, dude. Like,
I'm saying,
and they just
if it
all
becomes
fucking serve the
sentient,
whole thing and like.
There was just some kind of show in Japan or something I remember seeing. It was like an award show maybe, but they had
Like an AI
robots
security
on the
thing.
carpet,
Yeah.
somebody.
yeah, and it went after somebody.
Yeah.
And they like had to pull him back.
Yeah, they had to pull the fucking, and
It's
it was
not
one of the
worth
Tesla
it.
robots.
Like, they're just like,
It's not worth the
Yeah.
jail time.
yeah, it's not worth it, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
it looked like the person was like saying something to it, and the thing
Yeah.
full on was like, "What'd you say?" And it like just
they're
like, bam, yeah.
already aggressive, dude.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
They
Hey.
kind of are, dude.
Well, like, yeah, I mean, there's like, what are the Boston Dynamics, right?
Yeah.
Fuck them.
They're
Yeah.
teaching, if they're like Cyberdyne of this world. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, so I believe that they're cooking up some.
Yeah.
Like they can already make them run and
The
go
dogs,
up.
right? The little dog with
Well, the
wings.
dogs, and then the shit that they're working with Tesla, how it can just go up and run and jump now, and like,
Yeah, like-
just give it a fucking AR-15 and it's over
Yeah.
with, dude.
So, like, realistically, who's Skynet right now? Like,
I'm saying,
dude, it makes sense, dude.
I'm saying.
Dude.
Yeah, I could. This could be a whole podcast in itself, man.
Dude, this makes me want to make the. Did you read the karate, like Varsity Karate High School, like the pilot that I wrote?
I did actually.
Did you read the back? Like, I don't know if you ever got the backstory thing about how, like, dude, I have this Terminator.
Yeah,
2.
wait a minute, what?
I have this whole like pilot written. It's like, it's
You said Varsity Karate
High School. Yeah. It's kind of like a Cobra Kai parody in a way, but
Sick.
It's with so this jock. He, I'm a jock, and
fuck yeah.
I like last minute, like my dad's decide that they're gonna switch schools for the last year of high school. So I'm like your stereotypical jock. I'm the captain of the football team and everything.
And you got to start over.
I'm on top of the totem pole, and I have to start over. But it turns out that the school they take me to is in Karate Valley, and they don't have football there. Football is outlawed. Is like there's no football signs everywhere. They have a skate team, and like it's like the complete opposite of my school. My whole world is just turned upside down.
Oh man!
And I'm literally a nerd now.
That's some really valley shit to just be skateboarding and no fucking nothing else. That's fucking
cool. So I'm like a nerd now, and I have to fucking I end up like trying to join the skate team, and I learned how to skateboard. And it turns into this whole thing, like aliens invade, and there's
Where does the karate come in?
Well, they do skaterati.
Skaterati.
Yeah, they do skaterati.
I'm not familiar with that term.
Yeah, it's like pretty much just karate mixed with skateboarding. So instead of doing like a kickflip, like an ollie is called a pop chop because you karate chop somebody every time you ollie, and
Fresh.
Then you. Then, like, there's this guy, Kale Kickflip, who is my nemesis. And he's, like, the captain of that school skate team. And his dad is...
he's the big jock over there.
Yeah, his dad is, like... I forgot what his name exactly was, but his dad rigged the X Games, like, back in the day.
Fuck.
And he was the first one to do the 900. And now he was the first one to do the 900. And technically, though, the school janitor is a washed-up skater. And he was actually the one that was able to do it first. But he wasn't allowed to compete. So,
and he's the fool that can teach you.
But he teaches me how to skate. And because he wants me to be able to beat this guy.
He's your Miyagi.
Yeah, he's pretty much my Mr. Miyagi. But Kale's dad works for, like, this company called CloudNet. And CloudNet has this secret technology that is from the future. And it helps Kale's dad. It helped Kale's dad be able to do the 900 first. And it, like, helps him, like, skate better and stuff. But, yeah.
It's like fucking robotic calves to make him ollie and shit.
Yeah, it's just all this crazy shit.
That's crazy, man.
But, yeah.
Robotic calves, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, dude.
Terminator,
yeah, it's
once
like
again.
I'm getting that. It's just like Grandma's Boy. It's like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting robotic legs. Like this, it's experimental surgery.
I fucking love Grandma's Boy, man. Holy
Grandma's
fuck.
Boy is such a good one, dude.
Yeah, best.
Yeah, that was a classic. It literally is, dude.
From front to back, classic.
It did horrible in the box office, but it did super well with DVD sales. Like, so it was like. It ended up redeeming itself, but yeah, I wish there was...
It's a cult classic.
It's definitely a cult classic.
Like Saving Silverman 2, you think that's a cult classic?
Saving Silverman?
Yeah. That's with Jack Black and the other...
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's definitely one.
Yeah.
Because I said Saving Silverman 2, and I was like, what?
Fuck.
They made a sequel?
Yeah, I would have been like, what? What happened? Like, yeah, that's crazy. No, man. Yeah.
I always get Saving Silverman and like Orange County like confused.
Fuck, man, I haven't seen Orange County in so long, dude.
Yeah.
I just remember Harold Ramis being like stoned in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, that's where it sticks out to me. God, I love
Why the fuck isn't that on streaming services?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fuck's that about?
Is it on streaming?
It'll probably be on Tubi or fucking Amazon or something where you gotta buy it for
something.
$8.99, you know.
Yeah.
Ain't no free boy.
Dude, I really, like, it sort of sucks that, like, everything is just on the, like, you know, when you, like, oh, I want to watch this old movie, and then, like, you'll look it up, and it's literally on no streaming service. There's so many streaming services that I pay for, and the movie I want to watch isn't on there, and I still have to buy it to watch it on the streaming service. It's insane.
Perfect example. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We talked about it last week. Went home, wanted to watch it. Not fucking anywhere.
I went down the street to Be Kind in Burbank. Shout out to Be Kind. And I got 1 and 2 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I went home and watched them on VHS.
VHS?
Oh,
yes,
dude, that's so cool.
And you know what was lit about it? It was the movie, yes, right? But the fucking commercials, because both of these copies were fucking fresh. Because the first copy that I got, it was a Pizza Hut copy.
Yes.
No, dude.
So it had the Pizza Hut commercial in the front. That it would, So when you bought the you get the movie with it for the
I used to love
the movie night program they had.
I used to love doing that, like
on,
like the trailers on the VHS.
Oh yeah, that's what I love the most. The second one is a Burger King Kids Club copy. Yeah, so it has a whole Burger King Kids Club in the intro, man.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there popping in for the first time. I'm like telling everybody, shut the fuck up. And I'm like watching the Burger King Kids like in full animation, like my whole childhood, like just
coming Jesus.
Yeah, it was fucking amazing, man.
What was the name of the nerdy guy with like the data glasses? He was like the tech dude of the Burger King Kids Club.
Oh fuck.
That's the only one I remember from the BK thing. Hang on, I'm gonna look. BK Kids.
Yeah, in that commercial, it was like seeing all the Avengers show up. It was like it was ones
rad.
I didn't even remember were there, and my like childhood was just opening up.
Kid Vid, that's his name. Kid Vid.
Yeah, man. They need to bring them back.
They
I don't know why the fuck they gone. What the fuck?
God, that was like a lot of good I had so many of those VHS.
Yeah. Yeah, Be Kind, man. They are the shit. They got everything.
And I love how everything's set up there too. Like they have like the little living room thing. You can sit down and watch a movie that's on.
Yeah.
Like I love that fucking place.
Oh yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get a copy of Donnie Darko.
Yeah, Donnie Darko would be sick.
Yeah, it's hard to get.
Yeah, no, that would be a good VHS.
I've completed all of the Halloween movies though. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about Halloween 3? Now I have to ask because I love Halloween 3. I'm a huge
the
fan.
Masks. Yeah, Season of the Witch.
Yeah, Season of the Witch.
It's fucking standalone. Very long though. It just keeps going. And then, but I like it. You know, it's fucking. It is what it is. You carve a good pumpkin to it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane. Like doing a movie review and being like, you can carve a good pumpkin to that.
I give it 5 pumpkins. I give it 5 jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah, 5 jack-o'-lanterns.
What a good rating system, honestly.
Oh yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, well, shout out to cinema. You know, on cinema. Yeah. Give it 5 bags of popcorn. You already know, man.
Dude, did you see? Jeff, did The Substance win any Oscars?
Yeah. In
you
an
see The
ironic turn
Substance?
of events, what's her face beat out Demi Moore.
Yeah,
I know.
Honora. I'm
was
not
good.
hating on Honora, but Demi Moore though.
Yeah.
She's been getting snubbed for a cool minute, man.
Yeah.
And
like,
she should have got it for G.I. Jane. She should have got it for all this shit. So my wife's family and shit actually won an Oscar.
oh, no way.
Yeah, she has an executive producer in her family. The movie Amelia Perez. They won. What did they win? They won
lead actress. And
Yeah,
also
lead
best
actress.
song.
Best song. Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
crazy.
Janet was the executive producer.
Yeah, Kim
Oh,
Fox.
that's crazy.
Shout out Kim.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool to be updated on all that shit when it was going down. So it was kind of cool to have an Oscar in the family. You know,
No, that's
So it's
sick,
pretty
dude.
sick. Yeah.
That's super sick.
Yeah, man.
Substance was really good.
For real.
It
It was a bunch of good shit. The Brutalist. I like The Brutalist too. The Brutalist was
I
a
didn't
great
see
movie.
The Brutalist yet.
Yeah,
Was it good?
Yeah. I think it's not. I don't think the word is ironic, but I think it's kind of funny that he had to go back to World War II to get another Oscar. You know what I mean? Because he did so much other shit that I loved from him. You know what I mean? But he had to go back to being a World War II movie to get another Oscar, which he nails. World War II time period movies. This guy. You know?
Yeah, that's lead actor is Adrian Brody. Brody, yeah.
Yeah, Brody.
Dude, I saw like a clip online of him like walking around like rapping.
Yeah, in the hood. I don't fuck with you. Yeah.
Is that real?
Yes. Yeah.
What?
Yes, bro.
No way.
Nah, do a little dive on him, man. He kind of had like a couple
Yes.
run-ins, and he had to do a couple things. That's why it was such a big deal for him to get back up there on the stage and get an Oscar, because he had a lot of shit go down in his past, like after he won that last Oscar.
Yeah.
It was like kind of like a burnout situation, and then he, rose from the ashes type of thing, and then he got back there and did
That's wild.
Yeah.
What?
So
I
it's
thought
kind
it was
of
like AI, dude.
Oh no. Yeah.
Dude, someone said my leg break video was AI.
Yo, help me.
Yeah.
That fucking video, dude.
Like,
Holy shit.
yeah.
That top, the cactuses. When I see you fly right in all the cactus. That's another fucked up video, man.
Yeah,
You need to post that one next, bro.
I know.
Is that up anywhere right now?
It's some places, yeah. I'm like afraid of posting the like the one,
foolskin.
just because there's like 'cause I don't want people to report the cactus one. Like Instagram does allow stuff, but like I'm wearing like a duct tape thong in it, and then like there's like partial nudity.
Yeah.
And like I'm afraid of like getting striked for that one.
Yeah. I remember passing that like way before I knew you, dog.
Yeah.
I remember passing that around the hood, like, yo, look at this crazy shit. And everybody was like, oh my God, like, fuck. Like, right? And we're all smoking, Fucking hey, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah, I knew the AI comments were gonna come because like it looks like some of the fucking AI shit that I've seen like online where like they'll make like a fat guy skateboarding or something, and then he'll like turn into like gelatin.
But the way
Like,
you should take that video, and then right when it breaks, you should AI that part, and then and then you like turn it to like fucking just fly away or some shit.
dude, I should like figure out a way to use AI to make it look like I just put my leg back in place and get up, and I'm like, I'm fine.
Wait, I don't need the ambulance. I'm good.
I'm like fighting the ambulance, like the EMTs. Like, get out of here. Like,
Yeah, I've been seeing a bunch of those. The microwave one where the person is in a microwave and they and then like their whole head's weird as fuck, or like the back of them's weird. Like it's weird as fuck, man. AI's getting trippy, dude.
yeah, AI is crazy. Yeah, please don't hurt me, AI.
Yeah. Hey, I haven't picked a fight with AI.
Yeah,
But they don't care, man. The T-800s don't care.
They literally do not care.
Yeah. They're there for their mission, dog.
That's true.
Yeah.
So earlier you were saying you had a Skinwalker story?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I wanted to tell you about that. Yeah, so shout out my mom. We were rest in peace to my grandma. We were coming back home from the hospital, seeing my grandmother before she passed away, and we were on what is that, Deep Creek? Yeah, we were on Deep Creek, and we were coming back from the Apple Valley Hospital. If anybody who knows the geography up there, you know what I'm talking about. So we were coming back, and we saw something like on the side of the road. Like we didn't have our brights on. We were just kind of just rolling, listening to fucking music and shit. This was like tape deck era, so like there wasn't no cell phones or anything like that. It was just us, the radio, and going home. Yeah. And we were just talking, vibing, and we look out the window. I look and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that, Mom? Like it looked like a tall dude, like maybe like 7 foot tall, maybe 6'5".
Yeah.
It looked like he was in a full on like pimp coat.
Yeah.
And this was like summertime, dude.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is it looked like a bear or something on the side of the road, just walking on two legs. You know what I'm saying? And so my mom was like, what the fuck? And we were approaching it, And so she hit the brights. As soon as she hit the brights, it like did some weird like thing like that, like an animal when it's like the hair on its back just goes up.
Yeah.
Hair on its back went up, and then it just got on all fours and just fucking started running off into the darkness and shit.
Dude, what
and
the
so
fuck?
we were like, yo, right. And so my mom was freaked the fuck out. Like she was freaked the fuck out because she saw what I saw. My heart was racing because she's screaming. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo, that whatever that was on two legs and just got on all fours and fucking just ran off into the darkness like
what the fuck?
Creepy as fuck, right?
Yeah.
And so like when I went back, told my dad what happened, and he immediately was like, it was a skinwalker. It was a skinwalker. He was locking all the doors of the house and fucking, you know,
What the fuck?
the windows and shit. Because he was telling me stories about La Llorona and shit like that since I was a little boy, you know. So it was really freaking me the fuck out when he was locking all the doors. He brought all the dogs in and shit. Like it was like really a situation, you know. He put the beer down. You know, he put the
fucking serious.
Yeah, he put the beer down, dog.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, it was a fucking skinwalker. You know, mijo, it's a skinwalker. I'm like, what the fuck is a skinwalker? And then he broke it down to me what it was. Some, you know, some indigenous, like Native American shit. You know, real deep. You know, so ever since then, I haven't seen nothing like that since. I've seen other things like I've had experiences. Me and you both have had experiences with shit, but the Skinwalker situation was probably like the creepiest fucking shit, like of that nature that I've seen out there in the desert, like straight up.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
Dude,
and
what
me and
the
her
fuck?
used to party at a fucking an abandoned military bunker, way the fuck out in Silver Lake and shit. So shout out the bunker, anybody who knows about those days. But yeah, you know. Some fool went out there and killed some people and shit, and then they had to implode the bunker. So
What the fuck?
yeah. Yeah, that's a whole other crazy story, man.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like, so what do you, like, what the fuck are skinwalkers? Where do they go?
Well, skinwalkers, they're like, fuck, man. There's like a lot of,
How do they even
there's like a lot of lore
Yeah.
behind them, you know, but they kind of, they do what you say, you know, they attract people with sounds of that they're familiar to, or like a help. You know, they ought to project their voices to where they can sound like they're super far away, but they're running up on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, in the desert, particularly, people will come up to you and be like, "Hey, what's up, homie? Like, what are you talking about? Oh, what? Like, I just saw you the other night. You were out here." Like, you get that a lot out there in the desert.
Yeah.
Like, with people like saying that they just saw you and shit. And so it's like, I feel like there's skinwalkers in the high desert for sure. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, most stories that I've heard are in the deserts.
Yeah. There's a lot of creepy shit that goes down out there, bro. From fucking Tattoo Joe to fucking psychos, you know, to UFOs, abductions, fucking trafficking, drug deals gone wrong. It's real Wild West shit out there because there's not too many like street lights and shit. Like you can literally just like blast somebody and just dip off and literally nobody will fucking find you because it isn't like out here in LA, dog. There's like everybody got cameras and fucking, it's just different. Out in the desert, it's different. It's way different.
Yeah.
Shout out to 760 though.
But, yeah, man.
But yeah, skinwalkers, homie, they're fucking.
No, that's terrifying.
Yeah, they're creepy as fuck. I mean, me and her one time, we were up at this spot up at Silverwood Lake and we were just kicking it, me and her, and it was like this little dugout little cove where you could like have a bonfire and just kick it by the water.
Yeah.
And me and her were just chilling and we heard somebody like on two legs walking up behind us. Like with the dirt, you know?
Yeah.
And then we were like, hold on, what the fuck? Because we were out there by ourselves, bro. And anybody who knows where this is like, you out there, nobody. And what the fuck was that, you know? And I'm like, I had my shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then we heard it get on four legs and run off on four legs.
Dude, what is going on?
Yeah. And she was there. She heard that shit. And she was so fucking scared, bro. We thought it was like a bear or something because, but it was on two legs at first. So we thought it was some fucking Hills Have Eyes fool out there.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna get us. And then he ran off on four legs. So we were like, yo,
dude,
what the fuck was that? So yeah.
Fuck, dude. So
Fucking scary.
Yeah, skinwalkers, shapeshifters. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Shapeshifter, like mimics.
Mimics. Yeah.
Those
Fuck
they all
mimics,
seem terrifying.
Yeah. Hope you never run into one, fool.
Yeah, I don't want
Fuck
to,
around,
dude.
go to Albuquerque or be out in New Mexico. You might come across some shit, fool.
Dude,
Straight up.
that's wild.
Shout out ABQ.
Shout out.
Shout out Gallup. Whoop whoop.
Okay, I ask everyone that comes to the podcast this question, and I've asked you this before, but has anything changed to where, is there anything new that you're doing every day to make sure you're reaching your maximum potential?
Fuck, man. I've actually more disciplined, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a really bad problem with like just putting shit to the side and like and it's just I don't know. it's hard for me to stay put on one thing. You know what I mean? So I've actually been practicing a lot more discipline since the beginning of the year. And then I did 20 days, no sugar and no like candy, like no soda, no sugar at all.
How was that?
A fucking stressful, dog. Stressful, dog.
Are you back on it now?
Well, I mean, I'm drinking a Red Bull right now, so
Question answered.
yeah. But I mean, I keep it sugar free mostly. You know what I mean? Diet Cokes, shit like that. But for the most part, man, I I don't eat candy. That's for fucking. That's for sure. But I'll have a soda here and there now. You know what I mean? But I tweeted that I did 20 days, no sugar. So I can imagine people are gonna watch this shit and be like, "Oh, you fucking liar!" No, man, I'm still doing good, fool. Like, so fuck you, fools. I'm still doing great, man. But just discipline, bro. That's basically where my head's been at lately. Like, to get this album done, I've had to do like extreme like discipline on myself, because it's like, you know how it is, social media out here. It's like you always got something going on to where you could be like, fuck work, I'm gonna go do this right now. Like, and when really the core value is like even with you, it's knocking this shit out. You know what I mean? It's like you got to sit down and get it done. So that's basically where it is, discipline, bro.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah. Well, dude, thanks for coming.
Yeah,
it's
bro,
been
thanks for having me,
fun.
dog.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
We got to go ghost hunting again soon.
Yeah.
Fucking hopefully we don't encounter any skinwalkers.
Yeah. Well, we got summer, man, so we'll plan something this summer, dog, for sure.
We have to.
Yeah.
So you wanna? I know you already promoted your album, but let's promote it again, dude. Like, anything you want to plug, fucking
straight
plug
up.
it.
SUERTE is on the way, very, very soon. Announcing in fucking days. By the time you guys get this, it'll be in days. HEXXX.com, HEXXX.com for all updates, news on me and shit like that. Instagram and all that's gonna have its own thing. But if you want to know what's really going down, go to the website, HEXXX.com.
Fuck yeah.
West Coast wicked shit.
West Coast wicked shit. Fucking thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hex, for coming. And make sure you stay maximum. Or don't. But I mean, I think you should stay maximum. It's a good idea.
Hell yeah.